Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gents. True Individual 90 here, and we are back with another edition of Money Match, where I play the arcade mode of games and see how many quarters it takes to take it down. Episode 2 covers one of my all-time favorites, Tekken 2. Listen to that awesome PS1 music. In fact, the song you hear here, Black Winter Night Sky, is my inter-trailer song. Anyway, Tekken 2 was released worldwide in arcades in August of 1995, mere months after the worldwide release of Tekken 1 in Japan for the PlayStation. There was no rest for the wicked fruit when it came to Namco, but it paid off as sales for Tekken 2 doubled. The Tekken 2 sold a whopping 5.7 million copies compared to Tekken 1's 2.8. Tekken 2 would be an example of bigger, badder, better, as there are more stages and a whopping 25 playable characters. That is 4 more than Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 and 1 more than King of Fighters 95 at that time. Yes, I know King of Fighters is a team battle game, but there is an option to play 1v1. So I'm including it. Now, with that being said,
get ready for the next battle.
Unlike our Tekken 1 Money Match video where we played the game solely on Ultra Hard, we are going to play this game on default difficulty and Ultra Hard. Something tells me I'm going to regret this. Let's cover the default difficulty first. The character we're going to choose for today is the original Armor King, the older brother of the current Armor King that has appeared in each Tekken game since Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. Why use Armor King? He, like every Mishima in the game, has Wind God Fist. Why? I don't know. I know it's called Tiger Uppercut in his moves list, but it's the same animation, and it's done the exact same way. We're gonna use the same strategy as we did before, launch the opponent in the air, and try to do some big damage as we juggle them, and for the first 2 rounds, it works. However, this plan starts to falter once we get to stage 3, we lose to Jack 2, but in the rematch, we beat him. Also, we take the fight to Michelle Chang and we give her a screwdriver, but it's not orange juice and alcohol, and it doesn't give her a buzz, but it gives her a broken neck. Now we move on to the ninja space thief Yoshimitsu, and he eats the tiger uppercut as well. We get to stage 6 and our opponent is Nina Williams, and she decides to tell us that her favorite food is pretzels because she folds us into one time and time and time again. In harder difficulties, your opponents, if they have a chain grab, they are going to use it. Doesn't matter if it's King, Bruce, Nina, whoever. If they grab you, you're going to be riding the L train. Why? Because grabs do colossal damage and there's no damage scaling in these early 3D fighters. However, we persevere and we move on to Heihachi Mishima in stage 7. We lose to him as Armor King, but we choose Kazuya's bodyguard, Bruce Irvin, hashtag bring back Bruce, you cowards, and defeat Heihachi. Next is King 1, Armor King 1's rival and sub-boss. He lays a smackdown on us as we lose to him. Not once, but 3 times. But it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up. And we defeat him. Next is the sponsor of the second King of the Iron Fist tournament, Kazuya Mishima, looking very fly in his purple suit, but we beat him in 1 try. However, he is big mad and decides to turn into a big purple devil man. And we beat him in a rematch, as we lost to him the first time. And after 14 minutes plus, we beat the game. That's actually 2 minutes faster than me beating Tekken 2 on an actual arcade cabinet. In fact, here's a picture of me doing that inside Arcade Houston, over a year ago. Now it's time to tally up how much does Tekken 2 cost to beat. Tekken 1 in our last video only took $3 for us to beat it, which is $6.47 in today's money. How much did it cost to beat Tekken 2? Only $4.50, which is $9.49 in today's money. $4.50 for an arcade game back in 1995 is costly, but not as predatory as some other games of that era. I give the normal difficulty about 5 out of 10. Not too bad, but not too hard either. I also played Tekken 2 on Ultra Hard, and the cost was a staggering $14.50, which is $30.59 in today's money. I do not, and I repeat, do not recommend you do this on Ultra Hard. The AI reads your inputs way too much, they block too much, have faster recovery, and it's just frustrating. I'd rather you just not do it. Going to the dentist is much easier than dealing with this game on Ultra Hard. I'd rather get kicked below the belt with a steel-toed boot than deal with this game on Ultra Hard. 8 out of 10. No thanks. No thank you. Just don't. Please, I beg you. Just don't do it. Don't be like me. Please. I also played the PS1 version of Tekken 2 a few years ago on the hardest difficulty, which you can find on my Twitch channel, by the way, since Twitch wants to delete all the frickin' VODs. But it's safe to say hard on that version of the game is nowhere near as tough. Next time on Money Match, we're going to be covering Tekken 3, one of my all-time favorite games. Is it going to be as tough as Tekken 1 or even Tekken 2? We're gonna have to find out. Make sure you hit that bell and drop a like. We're gonna be covering some other series real soon. Thanks for watching.